What is the difference between a pre-qualification and pre-approval? One is a pre-qualification is basically you as a buyer telling the mortgage company what your income is, what you think your credit score is, what your assets are, and the mortgage loan officer saying, yes, you are pre-qualified based on the information you provided. So they're not really doing any verifications or checks on the data that you're giving them. Sometimes they do pull credit, but sometimes they just go based on the information you provided. So obviously that is a little shaky for a realtor to accept that, because they don't know now, are you really pre-approved or pre-qualified for this amount of house or not? So pre-approval is always best, and that is usually when you had to give the mortgage loan officer your actual bank statements, your W-2s, your pay stubs, your asset statements. They pull your credit, they run it through a DULP underwriting, so desktop underwriting, and the system lets them know that based on the information that was input, right, then you are pre-approved for that amount. Now, most loan officers that you're working with today are experienced, so they do know how to pre-approve, your income. They know how to read your bank statements. They know how to read your W-2s. They know how to read your pay stubs, and they know how to calculate your actual income. Now, occasionally you'll run across a loan officer that maybe is inexperienced, new to the business, and they may not have done that correctly. But remember, your file will go to underwriting. Some lenders are underwriting the file without you having a property. Some are waiting until you find a property. But once it is underwritten, then the lender, the underwriter, will issue an actual approval, either based on the property, they call it a conditional approval, or based on you not having a property. So today it is more important than ever to make sure that you are working with a lender or a loan officer who is experienced, who has been doing this for a little bit of time. So that way you know that when you get that pre-approval, that it is valid and that it is legit, and you won't have any issues that when you find a property. So that's the difference between pre-qual, pre-approval. Which is better, which is best? Of course, pre-approval.